Hello internet, I'm Firebolt and welcome to Skyrim. Today I'm actually just going to be starting a new game because in my current save file, I played 111 hours and that's only got me to level 32. I've done most of the things that I'm interested in on that, so I'm actually going to start from the beginning of the story because that's the most interesting bit, I think. Oh yeah, this does look a bit low res. That's probably because I'm playing on PS3 and haven't got the super graphics PC version. So the setup here is that I'm being taken away to be executed by the Imperials. You don't exactly know why. I think you're supposed to sort of make up your own reason and sort of roleplay it a bit. I think you might get more enjoyment out of it that way, because I did find on my first playthrough, I just sort of blitzed through the story quest. I really just got bored trying to climb a mountain because I wasn't paying attention to how anything in the world worked. But on my second playthrough, I started paying attention to all the little details. Oh, this guy's having a conversation with me.
Damn you, Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and easy.
So, yeah, also set up here is you got a civil war going on. Imperials here, they sort of own the place a little, and sort of keep the law of you. They're kind of like Romans, I guess, in their sort of outfit. Yeah, he's like the leader of a rebellion, the Stormcloaks. This is Skyrim, it's like right in the north, hence why it's fucking snowy. And these guys, that guy over there, Ralof, and that guy with his mouth tied up, are Nords. They are native here. I'm not sure if he's a Nord. Anyway, we're coming into, I think, Helgen. Anyway, I'm gonna say that I was crossing the border to have a holiday and I've just gotten caught up in this bollocks. I hate customs. Actually no, that's a bit of a shit backstory. Generally in the Civil War, a lot of people have told me that the Imperials are better. But I prefer the Stormcloaks because these guys tried to cut my head off, so I don't really want to forgive them for that, because they're kind of dicks as well. One of the main sort of things in the Civil War is the Imperials have outlawed the worship of a god called Talos, the god of men, I think, because there's a big war with the elves, and the elves sort of won, so they made a sort of peace agreement where they agreed to stop worshipping this god. Oh, and the reason he's got his mouth tied up is because he can do a shout if his mouth was untied. Basically, using sort of weird magic shit to throw people about. You can do other things with shouts, and spoiler alert, you end up learning shouts. Yep, so that's our escape ruined. Okay, so now I get to create my character. I'll make this as quick as possible. Okay, Argonians, they can breathe underwater, which is kind of useful, and they can regenerate health quite quickly. Resistant to diseases, because you can get diseases in this, although, slight spoiler for something, I didn't find that was a problem because I became a werewolf quite quickly. Like, you got races of men, which are like Imperials and Nords and Bretons, kind of half, I think. But these guys are for like magic and shit because they are very good at that. I tend to play as sort of a warrior thing with two-handed weapon, so that's kind of useless for me. Dark Elves, these guys are alright, although they're kind of a bit fugly. Very stealthy, and again, as you'll see if you've seen me play anything else, I'm not a stealthy person. High Elves, these guys are dicks. These guys are alright with combat, but also they're very good with money, although I tend to find that I'm fine with money anyway. Khajiit, these are very stealthy guys, and the subject of many a meme. Nords, I played this on my second playthrough, the one that I played properly for over 100 hours. They're very strong. There are dragons in this game, that's part of the main plot. Some of them have like ice breath, so that hurts you less because they live in the north. Orcs, they are very strong actually. Oh, they're also very good smiths. Redguards, also very good warriors. Good scouts, these guys. Oh, and they're very good archers. I'll go red guard since I'm wanting to be a warrior. I will go male. I'll skip out a bunch of this because this is kind of boring. Oh, and I can look all goth-like here. We are meant to be sort of fulfilling a prophecy, so I'll be all mysterious and have weird markings on my face. I'll go for red. Ooh, I can have like a weird one eye is sort of cloudy thing. Or I can have both eyes cloudy. That's creepy as shit. Strike fear into the hearts of my enemies. I do quite like the mohawk. See what else there is. I'll go for mohawk with a braid. Can I get a nice thick beard? Ginger? No, that's wrong. It looks kind of weird going blonde, I guess, but just go for a sort of black. And select a name. And we shall call it Firebolt since that's me. Okay, there we go. And after about 15 minutes, I finished creating my character.
Sailor from Stormcloaks. Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
Oh,
By orders.
Captain Dickhead here. Okay, what's my backstory gonna be though? I need a good backstory. I'm a red guard. Yeah, I think I'll be a mercenary. Go to whichever side gives me the most money. Oh, and that's Dragonface. Oh, if you do get this on PC though, worth downloading a few mods because there's a hilarious one that turns all the dragons into Thomas the Tank Engine characters, and then when they sort of roar, I think it does like a little whistle. It's fucking hilarious. Oh, and there's also a no spiders mod if you're terrified of spiders. I can deal with them in this game, but in real life they're a bit freaky. I think I was recording Uncharted Part 4, and right outside my door there was a spider like dangling right down. Anyway, they're cutting off this guy's head because he's a Nord and part of the resistance. Lovely. Why do I have to go up? You don't even know what crime I've committed.
I said next prisoner.
Anyway, if you can guess what's going to happen next, I'm not going to be executed. Hello. It's taking a real long time to swing that up.
What do you see?
Fucking hell. Shit. Right, so you see what that just did? It sort of sent out a force thingy. That's it shouting, and that's what Ulfric can do because he did something. Where am I? Oh fucking hell. I think I'm still tied up, so I can't do anything. Ah, here's Rayloff. Let me through, you cunt. Feck off. Oh fucking hell. Okay, myself, don't go through there. I think he's pissed off now. Jump! Ow. Okay, slightly on fire. He's gonna die. Oh no, he didn't. Shit. Fucking hell. Okay, he seemed like less of a dick than the general, but he's still a member of the Dick's Club, so I think you get a choice with who you want to go with. I think I'll go with the Stormcloaks because I don't forget people trying to execute me that quickly. And I don't care if you're following orders, it still makes you a dick. What are they doing? Oh, they're having a bit of a binding because one of them wants me to go one way, I think. Yeah, I'll follow you, sure. I don't think it makes that much of a difference because you can still join the other side if you want. Or you can just not join either. So I'm gonna nick this guy's stuff if he cuts me free. Because my hands are still bound. Can you cut me free? Yeah, I don't give a shit. Well, I do kind of because it might kill me, but... Can you cut me free? I want to get a weapon.
Better get moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off.
Thank you. Yeah, I may as well take that. Ooh, got a bit naked. I think that's fine for YouTube. So get my weapon on, just for now. I tend to go for two-handed weapons. As you can see here, the game is actually meant to sort of be played in first person. But you can switch to this if you want to see your character in full. Shit, actually I'll go first person. Make it nice, up and close and personal. Die, bitch. Yeah. Okay, you can block too. Although if you attack whilst blocking, that gets your stamina down. As you can see, that green bar is my stamina. And if I do like heavy attacks and stuff, then that gets them down. Search all the chests and you can get like money and shit. With Imperial armor, I think that's slightly better, so I'm gonna equip that. The axe is better damage wise than the sword, but the sword is quicker. And take this key because that is useful. I think I might have gone the wrong way. Ah, I was just supposed to bring that key back, I think, so I can go through here. Ah, here's a couple of them. Die. Back off. Prick. Die. Wah. Then it cuts out to this. And I slice them up a bit. Oh, I can take a sword and actually dual wield. Hold them both down. And I do a crazy attack like that. Get some potions in there. They're supposed to like heal you and shit. You can make them yourself using alchemy. But I generally can't be bothered with that. And I usually don't take the potions themselves unless it's a really difficult section. Kill the torturer. Oh, I think I just killed one of the Stormcloaks. Die. Wow.
Wait a second. Looks like there's something in this cage.
Yeah, guy.
Ah, it's locked. See if you can get it open.
Anyway, so this is the lockpicking minigame. You kind of rotate it around this way and then see where it best fits. So there seems to be a pretty good fix. You get more precise with the more difficult the lock. If you sort of level up your lockpicking, which you can do once you actually get levels, you're better at that anyway, so... Is there anyone else to kill here? Huh. You had a fun time. Die, bitch. Fuck off. Oh yeah, you can't block if you're dual wielding though. That's a disadvantage though. Ah, there's an archer there. Oh, he's not the archer. There's the archer. Ooh, actually, you can equip some magic because you get some basic magic. You can get more with like spell tomes and shit. So if I equip that, I can set this oil slick on fire and kill them if they actually stood in it. I just seem to be killing Rayloff there. Anyway, switch back to my swords. I might want a slightly better sword than that one because steal this guy's other sword. I can get it there. I could equip a bow, but can't be bothered with archery because you need to keep an eye on your arrow count. The Imperial swords do a little bit more damage than just plain iron swords. I can pull this lever and then walk across here. What's happening? The game's saving. Either that was just frozen. That would be really fucking horrible. The game's fucking frozen. Shit. Anyway, we're back. Just had to play through a bit again. So if you notice that I've got some slightly heavier armor on, that's because I have. Because I had to play through that section again and found the Imperial Captain's shit. So now we're in some cave. Okay, people with arachnophobia, I think this is the spider bit next, so if you just want to look away for like 5 minutes or something, I'm just gonna wait for Rayloff. Hurry the fuck up, Rayloff. Oh, I don't like this. Just kill it, just kill it, just kill it, just kill it all. Oh, what the fuck? Oh shit, I've been poisoned. Die in a fucking hole. Oh Jesus, you came out on one. Fuck off. Prick. Okay, I think that's dead. What are you doing? Yeah, well then come with me, you cunt. Yeah, well I've killed them already. You can steal that venom and stuff and use it to sort of lace your blade. Ah, that's a bear there. You can stealth this up, or you can just straight up attack it. Yeah, attempt to stealth it up. Don't go too fast. Oh, I've been detective. Okay. Die, bear. Oh shit. Oh, as you can see there, I'm sort of leveling up. The more I use something, I get leveled up in that skill, although that doesn't actually equate to being better in that skill. It just sort of goes towards progress to your next level. Okay, so search this. You can get stuff to sell. Bear pelt is worth a fair amount, so you probably want that because gold is quite hard to come by in the early game. And now we're out into the open world. There's backstories in this little loading screen, sort of the lore. So Marian's Dagon, he tried to take over in the 4th game. Tamriel's sort of the continent you're on. Now we're out into Skyrim. Wait, why? Oh, maybe the dragon. At least he's not killing us. I should probably change clothes because I might get a bit funny look if I'm going into Stormcloak territory with this on.
My sister, Gerda, runs the mill in Riverwoods, just up the road.
Anyway, so yeah, you get hang on, you get a bunch of missions here. That's the first mission, it always is. Before the storm is, you just go to Riverwood. Anyway, probably best to go there first, because she tells you where to go next, and then you can sort of do your own thing from there, I think. Although it is useful to get, some of the stuff going, with the main quest line.
You know, you should go to Windhelm and join the fight to free Skyrim. You've seen the true face of the Empire.
Yeah, I mean I did that in my previous playthrough, but I don't think I have time to go into that today. I am sort of playing the backstory where I am a mercenary, so Civil War, there might be some money in that. Oh, there's bandits here. Let's kill them. Feck off, mate. There we go, do a little animation like that. That dies. Great. I really want to find a two-handed weapon somewhere. Oh, and you can, as you can see, there's sort of like fish jumping out here. You can just wade into that and then go catch the salmon yourself, like that. But it's I don't know if it's really worth it. You can sort of see I've got a compass at the top there that's telling me where I need to go. And that blacked out little building, that means that that's an undiscovered town, and I'm going to Riverwood. I'm assuming that's Riverwood. Here we are, this is Riverwood. It's a nice little starting area. You can sort of get to know people around here, have a bit of fun here. There's not many missions here, but it's sort of a nice community, I guess. You got this guy, he's a bard, a bit of a pretentious prick. You can talk to most people if they've got a name.
If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy.
She probably is. Anyway.
Thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him.
Feindal, where's he? Don't know where he is. He's like a wood elf and he's a very good archer. And if you help him out, he'll teach you a thing or two for free. Just say I saw a dragon helmet.
So maybe my mother isn't crazy after all. You had best tell the Jarl in Whiterun. He needs to know about this.
Whiterun's like the nearest keep here. Well, hold, yeah. Sort of a city. And each one's got a Jarl, which is sort of like a governor or something. I need to find Raylost's sister though, which is by the mill. That's Feindal there. Can speak to him. What's the problem with Sven?
So he says. Occasionally he finds time to do his job here at the mill. Thinks his ballads and sonnets are going to convince Camilla Valerius to marry him. As if she would say yes. An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. I hope.
You hope.
I've been thinking. Maybe Camilla needs a little help seeing Sven for what he is.
Oof.
Could you give her this letter and say it's from Sven? I think I've matched that Nord's lack of cleverness perfectly.
Seems a little dishonest, but sure. Where is Camilla? Oh, this is a very useful place. Get a trader and you can get a fuck ton of money, although they kind of run out of money at some point. But especially if you start killing a lot of dragons, the stuff that's on them is worth a shit ton. So, basically any time you can buy good armor. Anyway, I have a letter for you from Sven.
Another poem, I bet. He does know how to make a girl blush. What's this? If that oaf thinks all I'm going to do is stay in that filthy house of his and clean, You can tell Sven that he already has a mother. I'm not speaking to him anymore.
Yeah, so I can talk to Feindal again. Anyway, this guy's your trader.
I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament. Solid gold in the shape of a dragon's...
Now, that claw
I've got some coin coming
is in a place that's in one of the main story missions, so I'm probably just going to wait until then, so that I don't have to do that twice. And also I can just say, oh, what have you got for sale, and buy whatever, or get better stuff. Can I buy that? No. No, I can't. But I could sell my swords. They don't sell for a lot though. And you can just steal random bits of food and stuff to get stuff, but I can't buy that sword right now, so I should probably just go talk to Riverwood. Not Riverwood, Raylost's sister. And she'll say, oh, you need to go to the Jarl. Basically what Sven was telling me, but I should probably go talk to Feindal and say, Hey, I lied for you, mate. So give me training in archery despite the fact that I'm not an archer. Anyway, don't think Camilla will spend any more time with Sven.
Some gold I've saved up from
Oh no, he gives you a bunch of gold. 25. Right, but also you can get him to follow you, which is quite useful as a companion because he's very good at archery, and if a dragon comes attacking, most of the time it's flying, so an archer is quite a useful thing to have around. Anyway, talk to Gerdur. Do you have any supplies I could take?
Here's the key to the house.
Yeah,
Stay as
basically,
long as you like. If there's anything else you need, just let me know.
I can take anything from the house. I feel a bit mean taking this gold necklace, but I kind of want it. Oh, when you see the values here, those aren't the values that you'll sell them at. Those are sort of the values that they would be sold at to you, because you need to get better at speech to sell them properly. Dragon attacked Helgen.
Dragon? In Helgen? It can't be. Although, it would explain what I saw earlier, flying down the valley from the south. I thought I must have just been seeing things.
Basically, the game sort of arranged into eras. In the first era, dragons were sort of taking over the place, but at some point they were sort of killed off. But now they're making a comeback, which is why I'm here, because I'm the Dragonborn, and it's kind of my destiny to kill them. Spoiler alert.
I don't know why, but I actually believe you. You've got the look of someone who's just seen a dragon.
I mean, my eyes are
Things just
white,
go from bad to worse.
so
First the war, now dragons. What's this world coming to?
I don't know exactly what you're
Jarl
seeing
needs to
there.
know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Why were you being executed?
Seriously? You don't know? That was Ulfric Stormcloak himself.
You can get a bunch of backstory just by talking to people.
Surely, even down in Cyrodiil, people have heard news of the war in Skyrim. The Nords are tired of spending our blood fighting the Empire's wars.
Yeah.
And paying for the Empire's
So they're just sort of like, oh, fuck off.
Ulfric is our rightful High King. He's leading
Fuck
the
off,
fight to drive the Empire
Imperials.
out of Skyrim
Like I said,
once and for all.
the reason that they're not allowed to worship Talos, which is a lot of what the war is about, is because elves started a war, so they are actually quite racist, and they just hate elves, although I think they're fine with wood elves, like my friend here, Faendal, although high elves are usually dickish. Anyway,
Just head north. Can't miss it. It's the capital of Whiterun Hold.
yeah, you get a bunch of signs, so just follow the signs and you'll find Whiterun. You can get a horse, but they cost a fair amount unless you steal one, but then you got a bounty. And also I can go into this inn and get, well, I can rent a room out, although Gerdur, Raylost sister, just said, oh, here's the key to the house. So I'm allowed to sleep there too, rather than just waiting in the middle of somewhere. Because that's a bit weird. So you can say you heard any rumours.
A boy up in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino, been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood.
Ah, right. I'm going to show you something quickly. Right, so you see how you got a bunch of different types of quests here. So quests, just in general, that's how many you've completed. Misc objectives, like helping Faendal, that was a Misc objective. Main quests, that's like the main storyline involving dragon. Side quests, so just weird, bizarre things, usually. Companions, they are sort of like a warriors guild, although they say they're mercenaries at the same time, kind of bizarre, and are really like, oh, we'll go where the coin is, but we have a long history of being warriors, so we must be honourable. It's kind of weird. College Winter, those are the mages. You don't really want to bother with them unless you've got good magic. Although I did, and I didn't use any magic, which is kind of hilarious. Thieves Guilds, bet you can guess what they do. Dark Brotherhood, those are the assassins. That's what Aventus Aretino is trying to contact. They are sort of all into the occult and shit, and get called to assassinate people. Civil War, that's between the Stormcloaks and the Imperials. You can help out either side. Daedric quest, Daedra are sort of like the evil gods. You got 9. I think it's 9. Maybe it's 7. 7 good gods, or 9 good gods. They are called Aedra. Daedra are all the evil gods, there's a lot more of them. And you can meet them in various places and they'll give you weird quests. They sometimes pop up in very, bizarre places. I think I was talking to a blacksmith in Falkreath, that's down in the south of the map, and he was like, oh, I've lost my dog, can you go find it? So you go finding the dog, just sort of track it down, and it begins to speak to you, and you think, what the fuck, I'm tripping balls, and then it says, oh hey, I'm Clavicus Vile's dog, and he's cast me out. So you have to go fighting through hordes of bandits to get to Clavicus Vile just to reunite him with his dog. And then he sends you on this big quest trying to get some, I can't remember what it is now, some sort of horn or something, just so that the dog will be reunited, and it's a bizarre thing. But you get a nice mask at the end of it, at least. Although he does try to tempt you with some, like, oh, you can end the Civil War here. Quest lines completed, that's, like, if you've done all the Civil War quests, or you've done all the Thieves Guild quests, all the sort of main line, because you can do, like, little side quests with all of them. That's how many you've done there. I did get through pretty much all the quest lines, apart from, like, side quests and Daedric quests, because you need to level up for some of the Daedric quests. And then we just got kind of bored. Anyway, I'm gonna ask this guy for some work.
Take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Right, so he's basically saying, hey, there's some bandits here. If you kill them all, then you'll get money. I believe you do go faster if you have less heavy armor on, but heavy armor obviously gives you more protection. And also, if you're sneaking about, then light armor will be a lot more friendly to you, so you can sort of play it stealthy with light armor, go with mage's robes if you're doing a mage thingy, or if you're going like full-on warrior, go heavy. Generally I would recommend light armor for archers, like stealth archers, or just generally stealthy dagger people, although I don't know how good the assassinating thing in this game, because I'm not very good at stealth, as you've seen with literally everything. Ah, that's a wolf. Feindal's still following me, so he'll help me attack things. And I can give him better bows so that he does more damage to people, or I can give him better armor so that he doesn't die, or get knocked down at least. I don't think he can, I mean they can die, but not by an enemy's hand, I don't think. There's some characters that can't die. Anyway, just run down this mountain, that's Whiterun. Sheathe my weapons so that no one has a go at me, because they kind of get a bit antsy with you if you have your weapons out sometimes. Oh, that's a giant there. This is a sort of trick giant, because if you meet giants in the wild, they will fucking knock you out, but this is sort of low health giant that's easy to kill, because these are companions. Yeah, these guys are basically saying, oh, join the companions. If I'm going to be a mercenary, then joining the companions is probably a pretty good idea. Oh, and you can just get this carriage to any of the major halls. After you've discovered a place, you can fast travel there, which is quite useful. But the original sort of journey there is worth something sometimes, so. But you don't really want to be able, but you don't want to be having to do that every time, because people will kill you on your way there, and that'll just be a hassle.
City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
I can persuade him, or I can try and intimidate him. I'll probably go for the Riverwood thing.
You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach.
But you can just go pretty much anywhere, and there's loads of different sort of ruins that you can clear out if you're skilled enough or have enough armor. You just do that by yourself with no quest. Although some quests will ask you to do that. Like the mercenary thing, the bounty thing asked me to clear out a bunch of bandits. Anyway.
Greymane or Battleborn?
This town's you've got a sort of split down the map. To the west you've got the Imperials in the sort of Solitude, and you don't know what the map looks like unless you played this game. And to the east you've got the Stormcloaks. But right in the middle is Whiterun, so they're kind of split. So you got these guys which support the Imperials, Battleborn, hence why he's dressed up like that. And you got the Greymanes who support the Stormcloaks. During the Civil War, this is like the first place that you attack to sort of decide who owned it. I believe whatever side you go for, you'll have to attack this. But then after that, you attack different cities depending on which side you went for. I'll say Greymane because I prefer Stormcloaks.
You're either a Stormcloak sympathizer or a fool. Either way, you're no friend of mine.
Anyway, he now hates me. I could just kill him here now, but I would get sent to jail. But I'm gonna go straight up to the keep up top. Say hello to the Jarl. That is Jorvaskr, that's the companion tool. And Heimskr just preaches for Talos, which is outlawed, so... Although he does get a bit annoying, so I might just stab him at some point. Full spoilers, the companion's kind of a secret, which is... They can turn you into werewolves, and some of the sort of top members of them are werewolves. Being a werewolf makes you immune to disease, but also if you go into werewolf mode, everyone hates you, and it's very easy to kill people, and when you kill them, it's kind of permanent unless you save before. Oh right, his bodyguard here, Uralef, is a bit annoyed at me. I have news from Helgen about the dragon attack.
Explains why the guards let you in. Come on then, the Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
Yeah, so the Jarl himself is a bit indecisive about the war.
You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Yeah, I had a great view while the Imperials were trying to cut off my head. It's fair enough.
You're certainly forthright about your criminal past.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense why they'd want to capture me if I was a mercenary.
Want to execute, especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen?
Dragon destroyed Helgen last I saw everything. The Imperials were about to execute Ulfric Stormcloak, then the dragon attack. I'll keep it non-political here.
By Ysmir, Irileth was right!
That's like the court mage. Actually no, that's a steward. He can like sell your house at some point, but you have to do a few quests to get that opportunity.
He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people.
Kind of creepy. Oh, he's speaking to me now.
You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service.
I mean, all I did was speak to you, mate.
Here, take this as a small
ooh, steel armor.
There
I think that's slightly better.
Thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
I don't really want to, but that's the Bleak Falls Barrow thing that the trader in Witherwood was talking about. I'm probably just gonna go to the companions, mate, and also equip that steel armor if it's any better than what I've got on right now. Steel armor, it is better. Equip that. I'm gonna go speak to, I think it's Codlac Whitemane, the leader of the companions, because I'm interested in being a mercenary or warrior, whatever suits me, because money is useful, and also that's kind of my backstory that I'm kind of going for. And I'll just do the first companion mission. I don't think it's very long. I think you just sort of stay in the place and do a sort of initiation thing. Oh shit.
Come on!
Is there anyone I can speak to?
Little blood to clear the air. You have the stomach for it, outsider.
Can I join the
You
companion?
think you have what it takes? Lucky for you, I'm not the one who makes that decision. Talk to Codlac.
Where's Codlac? Oh, I think he's downstairs. I would like to join the companions.
Would you now? Here, let me have a look at you.
I mean, you look at me already.
Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Okay.
You're not truly considering accepting him.
I am nobody's
You're
master.
a bit
And last I checked, we had some empty beds in your
snobbish.
manor for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes
to-
the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
Yeah, bitch. Fight me.
Of course. How are you in battle, boy?
Probably best to say I can handle myself.
That may be so. This is Vilkas. He will test your arm.
Wah.
Take him out to the yard.
Oh, I have to fight outside. Yeah, this is just like the opening mission where you get sort of trained a bit. Well, basically see if you're good enough to fight him just for a bit and hold your own. I mean, you're not actually as good as him yet, because you're level 1 at this point, although maybe if you joined later on in the story when you're like in level 19 or something, you might be just as good as him. Anyway, so we go outside and sort of fight in the yard to test my metal, as it were. Or probably steel, to be honest with me. Actually, for fuck's sake, steel is a metal you can't.
Not here. Out in the yard.
Well, I'm out in the yard, bitch. Come on, fight me. I'm ready to kill you. Wow. I mean, Feindel might have to piss off so that he doesn't kill him.
I.e. Smear, you won't leave here alive!
Oh shit. Okay, I think he's actually attacking me. Oh right, no, he's just testing me here.
You're a talkative one, aren't you?
How was that?
Next time won't be so easy.
Oh, I just like stabbed him once.
But for now, you're still a whelp to us, new blood. So you do what we tell you.
Oh great.
Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
But this is the way to be a mercenary, because you get a lot of coin just for helping people out, even once you've done the main quest line. So you go up to this guy, he's like the companion's blacksmith, and he's generally regarded as the best blacksmith there is. So you can get like, a really nice great sword here, and that's what I use in my main playthrough, although you have to do quite a bit to earn that.
I have a favor to ask. I've been working on a shield for Aela.
She's like the
My wife is in mourning and I need to get back to her soon. I'd be much obliged if
archer out of the companion, well the main one at least. But I should be wrapping up soon. I'm sorry I've not gone to any sort of proper quests other than the dragon bit, but a lot of it is just sort of learning the backstory and getting yourself set up for proper quests. But it does take a lot of investment to actually go somewhere, even just sort of actual interest in the story, because otherwise there's no real point in it. I mean, the combat's alright, but you know, there are better games for combat, so if you're going to be in it, you're probably best to be in it for the story. I'm going to give Ayla her shield and then wrap up, because I imagine even with the restart I've been running over a fair amount on recording. Shield, mate.
You know this one? I saw him training in the yard with Vilkas.
Say something. Anything. Okay, I think they've kind of broken. Hello. They're busy apparently. In conversation, in thrilling conversation.
Be careful.
There we go.
Don't let Vilkas catch you saying that.
Do you think you could handle Vilkas in a real fight?
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, a man of action. Here, let's have Farkas show you where you'll be resting your head.
So this is sort of like, oh, here's just an introduction to companions, and you get onto proper sort of expedition and stuff. I don't think I'm fully a companion yet before I do a proper initiation. They're a bit condescending at first. But don't worry, you do actually get to replace Codlac at some point. Spoilers. I do find a lot of the quest lines you actually get to just lead whatever group you're with. You can go off to Bleak Falls Barrow and go through there, sort of kill a bunch of dead things, and then find out about the dragons and why they're coming back, that sort of thing. That's what the main quest line is generally about. If you're into that sort of thing where you generally spend a lot of time just investing in the actual game, and also you like skill trees a lot, because there's a fair few of them, as you can see. You level up each of these skills as you level up your character. I'm going to leave it there because I've been going on for long enough. I've been Firebolt, and this has been Skyrim. Thanks for watching. We'd really appreciate if you support us on various things, obviously subscribing on YouTube, Twitch, following us on Twitter or Facebook. We have a Discord server that you can join and talk to us and other people, and a website where you can check out blog posts.
And obviously this isn't free for us to run, so if you'd like to support us financially, we have a Patreon page where you can donate monthly and get subscriber rewards. We also have a Stream Elements tipping page where you can make one-off donations. The links are all in the description.
Farewell.
See you next time.
Now die. Read.